Hi, thank you for joining me in an episode of Chad Sports Talk. In case you don't know, my name's Chad, and I take a dive into world of sports. On this particular video, I do my recap of Saturday Showdown, this past weekend's college football action. And this week, I actually did a little bit better. I went 5-5, so just a slight improvement than my 3-6 the previous week. So hopefully, my upward trend will continue. And let's just go right into the review with the ACC matchups. And we'll start off with Louisville and Wake Forest. Now, with this one is a key Atlantic Division matchup between these two schools. And I said Louisville probably should go in there and knock off Wake Forest. And they almost did. I mean, Wake Forest had an early lead. Louisville battled back. And Wake Forest was able to hold on and walk away with the victory. And they remain undefeated. Right now, they're the top dogs in the ACC. And we'll see how, the rest of the season plays out. So I think their biggest rivals will be the winner of the next game I'm talking about, which is BC and Clemson. And this one was kind of a lackluster affair. I said that Clemson defense will step up and really, help Clemson avoid losing 2 straight in ACC play. Definitely happened. Clemson ended up beating BC 19-13. Which kind of sets the showdown between Clemson and Wake later on to see who takes the Atlantic crown and head to the ACC championship. The half-in, half-out Irish of the ACC play hosted a top 10 Cincinnati. All the experts picked Cincinnati basically, so Cincinnati had the edge. Bucked a trend, picked the Irish, said the Irish will find a way. And the Irish found a way to hand over the game to Cincinnati. 3 early turnovers led to 10 points. Cincinnati had a 17-point lead at the half. Cincinnati's defense showed up to play. Did not allow the Irish really to run anything. Even tried to throw Buckner in there, and Bearcats knew what was happening. It wasn't until the second half when they started pine where things started changing. That's when the defense stepped up, forced turnovers, and Irish offense was clicking, came back and was only down 17-13. But Ryder just drove down the field, stake a heart through the Irish, and scored a game-clinching touchdown and had the Bearcats win in South Bend. With that victory, definitely keep Cincinnati in the playoff picture mind for the committee once that time shows up. I know it's too early. A lot of things can happen till then. I mean, they can still face off maybe SMU in the championship game. Who knows? But Cincinnati is just one of those programs you cannot not talk about when it comes to that playoff picture time. We go off to the Big 12 and their big showdown between undefeated Baylor and undefeated Oklahoma State. I said that Oklahoma State winning this one because they've actually beat a couple quality programs back to back with Boise State, Kansas State, and they're still riding high with that one. And they definitely took it to the Baylor and walked away 24-14. In SEC, this was a loaded weekend for that conference. Right away, you had Florida going to Kentucky. Unranked, undefeated Kentucky was hosting Florida. And Kentucky showed up to play. Pascal was just a beast. He had that block kick that got ran back for a touchdown, and that was the spark the Wildcats needed. Their defense continued to step up. Got 20-13. It was a fourth and goal, and Kentucky's defense showed up. Fans stormed the field. The Wildcats beat the Gators for the first time at home since 1986. So hats off to Kentucky for that one. And it was a game I called. And then you had Ole Miss taking on Alabama. There's a lot of rumors out there that Alabama could be on upset alert because Lane Kiffin used to be an assistant with Nick Saban. But Nick Saban has a tendency to beat his former assistants at that time frame. He was 25-0 against them. And the streak continued. The Irish just ran over Ole Miss. The defense just strangled hold Ole Miss, and they doubled them up 42-21 to remain undefeated. Another key matchup was between the top 10 teams of Arkansas and Georgia battling out in Athens. And Georgia defense showed up and stalled the Hogs every which way. They could not get anything going, and Georgia shut them out 37-0. So they let you know Georgia is really up there, and that matchup between Georgia and Kentucky could be really big later on for SEC East. In Auburn, LSU, I thought LSU would be able to top the Tigers in the that Tiger Clash, and it wasn't. I guess Auburn heard me and was able to hold on and beat LSU, walk away from Death Valley 24-19. And I can let you know that SEC West is still a wide open race. You have 1 losses of Auburn, Arkansas right there, undefeated Alabama. Another game we'll talk about, but I didn't pick, was Mississippi State going to College Station and upsetting the Aggies at home. 26-22. The Aggies right now, their offense is misfiring, but Mississippi State Bulldogs are only 1 loss, so that West Division SEC is going to be tight. I don't know if Alabama might be able to survive it, but it's Nick Saban. I'm sure he'll definitely come away unscathed. Out west in the Pac-12, they had a couple key matchups there, and one of them was for the North between Oregon and Stanford. I thought Oregon would come in there, had no problems. I mean, they went to Columbus, beat Ohio State. Stanford, I don't know, it's kind of a hit and miss type of program, but Oregon shot themselves in the foot. Bunch of late, stupid penalties that just gave Stanford life, and it gave them a free play at the end of the game. And Stanford scored, sent to overtime. In overtime, they just couldn't do anything else there either, and Stanford walked away with a victory, 34-21. 34-24. So the Ducks just gave that one away. And down south, it was Arizona State visiting UCLA. And I thought these two teams were very, very comparable between each other. Pretty much even. I gave UCLA a slight edge. Possibly an overtime victory in this one. I guess Arizona State heard me. Used it as bulletin board material and went into the Rose Bowl and took it to the Bruins. Something about playing at home for the Bruins, it doesn't seem to work well for them. And ASU walked away victorious 42-23. And kind of give a way too early playoff picture, what it looks like. And I think Alabama will end up hosting Cincinnati. And on the other side, it'd be Georgia versus Iowa. Now, this is way early, so that only means the Pac-12, the ACC, and the Big 12 all get left out. It's a high probability. And right now, the SEC, I think, will get two in, just the way this conference is right now. The Big Ten will definitely get one. They have a big showdown between Penn State and Iowa. They'll definitely determine who takes the lead in that one, but that Big Ten East is loaded. And then right now, the Big 12, they have undefeated programs with Oklahoma State, but Oklahoma doesn't look like they're undefeated. They're unbeatable. They've been struggling. So it's only a matter of time for the Sooners lose in that Red River Showdown between Texas. That's a huge possibility as well. So that's the reason I kind of went with Cincinnati to kind of slide in there number 4 and kind of give, the group of 5 that, even though Cincinnati's like halfway out, I guess, or they already got toe out as they're starting to make them move to the Big 12. So maybe it was a quote-unquote Big 12 slot, who knows. But anyways, those are my early 4. Like I said, it's still early in the season. A lot of football still left to play. A lot of upsets coming. That team's about to go on big runs, so we'll see how the season plays out. It should be a fun season. Hopefully we'll see the first group of 5 member make the playoffs for the first time. Things long overdue. That's why I really think they need to expand the playoffs sooner rather than later. But who knows? Only time will tell. And my recap for this weekend. So as you know, I went 5-5, so I feel a little bit better. So hopefully next week I'll improve. Go ahead and leave a comment below. Let me know what you like of my content. If you could, go ahead, smash that like button for me. When you do that, you can also subscribe. Once you subscribe, you hit that bell notification. Let you know next time I post a video. I'll see you soon on Chat Sports Talk.